I don't wanna be the parenthetical, hypothetical, working under something that I'm proud of. Out of the box, an epoxy to the world and the vision we've lost. I'm an apostrophe, I'm just a symbol to remind you that there's more to see. I'm just a product of the system of catastrophe, and yet a masterpiece, and yet I'm half diseased. And when I am deceased, at least I go down to the grave and die happily.
Everybody, I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Today's game features arguably the best defense in the NFL. The Raiders are top 10 in fewest points allowed, and they'll be up against the run on them.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Bay Area as we welcome you to Oakland, California. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Baltimore Ravens and the Oakland Raiders. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Now the man from nearby Stanford, Christian McCaffrey. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be second down. So the offense looking at a 2nd and 8. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Breeze. And that is incomplete.
And that's a great opening series defensively. You force what should be a 3-and-out on your opening possession.
And great coverage there on 3rd down to force the incompletion to set up 4th. So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Pulled in at the 24. They'll call that a 47-yard punt, a return of just 3. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. Now here's the first carry for DeMarco Murray. He finds an opening past the 40. And he's able to get it all the way down to the 20. A big run that time by Murray. 54 yards on the ground. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
The offense lining up 1st and 10. Again, it's Murray. Even with the good move he showed, he'll be brought down short of the 15. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Play action now. Mariota eluding the pressure right. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Mariota had an 87-yard run as a rookie. This one a bit less, but it is a first down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
And here we go on 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in with Murray. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Line of scrimmage at the 4. Here's 3rd and goal. Play clock winding down. 3rd and goal. Mariota. That's caught at the 3. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Jameis Olawale, his first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. Now, this is a crew, they've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really have. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. You know, get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus. Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. A decent run there following the display of quick feet down just inside the 45. 2nd and 5. Now a first carry for Jonathan Stewart. Flashy little move, but unable to reach the 40. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze. And he's got his man. That's Macklin. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down. The first carry for DeAndre Washington. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Now Breeze throwing on second down. Throw right side, complete to Williams. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. First and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
Breeze now on first down. Trying to drop one in, but it's incomplete. They were trying to get it to DeAndre Washington. And now it's second down.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 5 yards that time on the
catch.
Breeze now on third and goal. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Call it a gain of 3. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on fourth and goal. Here's Justin Tucker now for the Raven field goal try. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the Ravens who have the football. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. Trailing, it's 7-3. So it's an old-school extra point, but certainly a disappointment that they couldn't get 6.
Yeah, when you see 19-yard field goal in the box score, you kind of shake your head. But their head coach decided 3 was enough.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So out come the Raiders. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by Tavon Young. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
On first, here's Washington. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped. But I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
McCaffrey following the penalty. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. On the ground, McCaffrey. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's Justin Tucker now for the Raven field goal try. This will be a 37-yard attempt. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So they had great field position, but a 3-play drive that actually goes backwards, and then they kick the field goal.
And I think the key sequence in there, the key phrase you just gave us, a 3-play drive. Had the momentum, great field position, unable to move the football.
Well, it's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Marcus Mariota getting ready to go again here on offense. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
Here's Murray now as they run it to start the drive. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. A play fake to Murray. Now Mariota rolling to his left. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you've got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Flush to looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he'll be stopped up quickly here at the 38. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And some room to roam now. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss.
The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it, and the Raiders have recovered. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Working out of the gun, Mariota. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
And from down in Miami, an update. The Dolphins have jumped out to an early lead in their ball game. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. And now here come the Ravens. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here?
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place, but what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield. Those guys made that play.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. 1:59 to go in the first half. We'll come back to Oakland after this. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Larry Ridley is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Open it, and he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Throwing now is Breeze. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here's Sam Cook now as he'll punt it away for the second time. This is away, and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. And right now we spotlight DeMarco Murray. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. That goes for a gain of 31.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Cooper was the target there. That'll bring up second down.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. Remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck roll that they can fall back on anymore.
On play action, Mariota. Oh, and he'll just get rid of this one deep. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
On 3rd down, Mariota steps away to his left. He finds some open field here. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
A first down throw for Mariota. And that is incomplete. Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. And that'll bring up second down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. On second down, Mariota again. Escaping the pressure right. And some space here. And he is out of bounds, just a yard or two shy of the 30. Give him 12 yards that time at an Oakland first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
On first and 10, here's Mariota. They're looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. A very solid gain of 27.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run, because we envision them in offenses catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. And now a first down following that long gain. They come out here in the eye. On first down, Murray. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Again, it's Murray. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. Now Mariota. They'll roll him out right. He may try and run. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. Marcus Mariota in the final seconds of the first half. And the Raiders add on to their lead.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Well, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at his 4. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we've reached halftime here in a lightning-quick halftime. These guys hardly made it to the tunnel. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 6. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? you adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And this one's incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Mariota from the gun on 3rd down. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And this will be taken at the 13. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker board?
Yeah, those two. I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. The Ravens on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Shotgun now for Breeze. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And now the Ravens, they're just a 2-point conversion away from tying this up. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Crashing in from the end there, not to disrupt the pass game, but to disrupt the run game.
Yeah, I love the distinction, too, because the good defensive ends, they can do it all. Set the edge in the run game, make sure that no one can move it that way, and, of course, rush the passer. On that play, use his speed to get there in the run game.
He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
The Raiders on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
Delayed game, offense.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tyus Bowser in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
On first down, Breeze. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. A gain of 6 there on first.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Second down now after the pass completion. This is McCaffrey on the give. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Oh, and now some space to operate. A very solid gain of 27.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Again, they'll throw with Breeze. Throw right side taken in by Wallace. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Mike Wallace, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have broken the tie. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. So after the INT, it's Breeze. And the Raiders have got him. Aldon Smith in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DL.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
On second down, here's Breeze. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Wallace. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him.
Back now in the East Bay. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the fourth. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. To throw is Breeze. And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. Bruce Irvin in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a fourth down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
By the way, they're into the second half now in Philadelphia on the NFL scoreboard. And an impressive display by the Eagles. They continue to pour it on, scoring again. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. It should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Mariota now to throw on first down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. 7 yards on the play, and it's a second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
3 yards to go on second down. And he goes in motion here in the backfield. Mariota now on second down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirt.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play.
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Bruce Irvin in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great play there. His second TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And he'll bang that one through. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Marcus Mariota and the offense heading back out for their next possession. With his guys trailing here in the 4th, he can ill afford a repeat of the interception that ended the last drive.
Yeah, you're 2 scores down. You take it upon yourself now to play perfect or near perfect football if you want to get your team back into the game. But it's also tough to do when you're trying to avoid errors, yet still play perfect football.
Only 3 there on the screen at second down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now a second down throw for Mariota. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Bird. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Mariota flushed out right. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. They'll throw again. Mariota. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
Holding offense.
So that one a hold, right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
Again, it's Mariota. Eluding the pressure right. And now here is